Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and happy Halloween! Oh my gosh, it is officially October 31st. Where has the month gone? Do y'all have any plans tonight? What are y'all doing? I've been talking with my boyfriend all week and we've literally been trying to figure out what we're gonna do today and we still haven't made up our mind. And it's Halloween. I thought for today's video, we would do something super chill, laid back. We're gonna talk about some October favorites. I'm gonna be sharing with you guys some products that I've been loving and constantly reaching for. I feel like this is a great video to close out the October month because November is literally here. And I feel like we're not gonna have too many new makeup releases in November. I feel like it's just gonna be sale after sale after sale. I feel like this is a time of year where brands start to kind of wind down, just like take a back seat, put out a bunch of sales, discount a lot of things. Not really too many new makeup releases. Enough rambling. I feel like I haven't talked to y'all in forever. But let's go ahead and dive into it. Grab a snack, grab something to drink, and let's get into the video. I have been contemplating if I wanted to eat these chips because my fear is it's gonna be in my teeth. Like the little colorful stuff is gonna be in my teeth. I don't know. These are so good. These are my favorite Doritos. We're gonna start off with palettes. Let's start off with the palette that I'm wearing today. This is the Glamlite X Halloween II palette. This palette is so beautiful. It is by far my favorite palette from Glamlite. This is such a beautiful, beautiful color story. It's stunning. Like the oranges and the blues, it's just so beautiful. Every look that I've created with this palette, I have loved it. I think this look might be my favorite though. I love a nice all blue monochromatic moment, and this palette is just so perfect. I used this blue in my outer corner, this blue in the inner part of my lid, in the inner mid corner, and then I used, where is it? I used this blue in the outer corner, then I used this color all over the lid, and for my inner corner highlight, I use this shade right here. Such a nice, well-rounded palette. I love this. This is definitely not the color story I would have expected for Halloween. I don't know. It's just something about these tones that really, really speaks to me. And I just love the direction that they took with this particular palette. It's so beautiful. I have also been loving the Natasha Denona Roxa palette. There was a lot of mixed feelings about this palette on my video that I posted. I understand indie brands honestly do it best. Let's just say someone who doesn't have access to said indie brands has access to Sephora, right? And it's like, okay, if I'm shopping at Sephora, which brands have a good eyeshadow formula at Sephora? And Natasha Denona just falls in that category of a good eyeshadow formula sold at Sephora. So I totally understand and I totally agree what a lot of people were saying about indie brands, you know, doing it best and get more impactful shades from indie brands, but not everyone can access specific indie brands, you know? So I really like this palette. I think it's such a nice breath of fresh air from all of the neutral palettes she's come out with previously, and I love purple. The last palette I wanted to talk about that I have really been loving is the Danessa myricks Lightwork 6 palette. I really love reflective, cool, dimensional kind of shades, and this is a palette filled with literally just that. Every time I pull out this palette, I just have so much fun with the looks that I create. I just love seeing the shifts when they're on the eyes. I just love how this palette really brings my looks together. Moving on to some blushes, I wanted to talk about my blush combo that I'm wearing today. This is one of my favorite blush combos that I've absolutely been loving, and of course it's done with the Nars talc-free powder blushes. So I have the shade Dominant and the shade Teased. I like to take the shade Teased further back on my cheeks and then Dominant more on the apples of my cheek for this really pretty pinky ombre kind of effect. I also really love these blushes as well because it's such a buildable formula. You cannot go overboard with these blushes. That's why I love them. They're perfect for every day. And whenever I just want a solid, good, not gonna let me down powder blush, these blushes are the first thing that come to mind because I know it's gonna give me the effect and the look that I'm going for without looking too much. Especially like makeup days today where I have a really dramatic eye. I want the blush to pop. I don't want it to overpower the eye look. That's where these blushes come in. I have this blush that I've really been loving from Revie Beauty. This is in the shade Oasis. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous baked blush. Honestly, I feel like this blush is both of those two Nars colors combined. This is another buildable formula as well. I love me a nice baked blush. One thing I will say when it comes to a more baked formula, specifically with this one, I have to go on with not a firm brush, but more of like a medium kind of brush. I can't really use anything too fluffy or flimsy. It doesn't really pick up as much pigment as I would like. So I like to use this brush right here from BK Beauty. This is the Angie Hot and Flashy A507 brush to really get into this and pack it on and build it up. This is such a beautiful formula. Revie Beauty has some really nice products, and if you aren't familiar with this brand, this is Ali Glines' makeup brand. All right, the last blush I have truly been loving is the Patrick Ta X Barbie blush. I might as well include the whole set because I also have been really loving the gloss as well. This is a plumping gloss. The blush is truly the star. It is just such a flattering pink blush. It looks beautiful. I know it looks really intense in the pan, but the way that this color just looks on the cheeks looks stunning. In a lot of my recent videos you've been seeing, it's been me wearing this blush. I literally have to give this blush a break. That is how much I've been using this. I own quite a bit of Patrick Ta blush duos, and I have a lot of favorite shades. But this one just swooped itself in as like one of my top favorite shades. Let's talk about bronzers. I'm so happy I got to try out this brand. This is the brand Jordana Tisha. It is a UK based brand. They sent me over their newest bronzer duos, and y'all, these are insane. So you get a cream bronzer on the top. Underneath you get the corresponding powder bronzer. This is such a perfect product, and the shade range, y'all, oh my gosh, the shade range is insane. I watched a lot of the owner's videos regarding these bronzers, and she said that she made the cream bronzer formula almost like a foundation. You can use it to underpaint and not have to go in with more of the cream bronzer on top. I love this formula. It is super pigmented, and I just love that this is so convenient and perfect for travel. The two shades I have really been loving is Eternal Sunshine and Coastal Oasis. This one is really pretty as well. I really like these duos, and I really want to try out more from this brand, so I'm hoping that they have a nice little Black Friday sale so I can pick up some other products and try out more of their products. Okay, let's get into some lip products. I have really been reaching for a lot of lip products lately. Lip liner specifically, the Glossier lip liner, I've talked about this so much on my channel. This is truly one of the best lip liners on the market. This one is right up there with my Makeup by Mario. Y'all know how much I love that lip liner, but these from Glossier, if you have not tried them, you guys, these are absolutely amazing. I'm wearing this lip liner right now. 9 times out of 10 when you see me with a brown lip liner on, it's usually the Glossier, and you can tell how much I love it because it is almost done. Like it's getting a lot lower, so it's almost time for a nice little restock. We gotta talk about these lippies from the Glamlite X Halloween collection. Who would have thought that a pale shade like this would be one of my favorite shades for the ultimate nude lip combo? So I have this shade on right now, and this shade is perfect. I am really into these pale nude kind of shades. If I had just saw this in the store, I 9 times out of 10 would have passed it up, but because I bought this whole collection, this was the shade that was chosen in the lip kit. I'm so happy that I tried this out because every time I do a nude lip, this is the lipstick I've been reaching for. And then don't get me started with the lip liner in the set. Like, this is that is a beautiful deep brown lip liner. Like, if they sold these separately, I would 100% buy this lip liner because it is the perfect shade of brown. And that's so rare for me to say because usually when I'm talking about Glamlite lip kits, I'm telling you guys how light the lip liners are and how I'm giving it away to my mom. But this is a set where I can use the entire set. Anyone can use the entire set because, you know, it is deeper, so you'll probably have to really sheer it out. But the fact is, it is such a beautiful, perfect deep brown, and I'm so happy to see this in one of their lip kits. Glosses, I've really been getting good use out of these glosses from ABH. This came in their little holiday duo set, and the shade that I'm wearing right now is Diamond. I just love how reflective and shiny this looks. The little sparkles when the light hits it is so beautiful, and don't get me started with this shade. With a nice neutral eye, this is gorgeous. I just feel like these glosses bring the drama. I feel like they're so dramatic, but in the best way possible. This is by far my favorite holiday duo set that they've come out with thus far. PR. These are definitely a favorite. This is the BK Beauty Holy Grail Trio, and they did send these over to me in PR, but y'all already know I already love these brushes that come in here. This is basically a set of their best-selling brushes. So we have the 101 brush, the 109 brush, and the A506 brush. I already own all of these brushes. I own multiples of these two already. This is a luxury edition, so it has a different coloring. It does feel a lot heavier and weighted. BK Beauty brushes are already really good quality, so they came out with an even better quality with their 3 best-selling brushes. I love this set. I love the color of this set. Really wanted to include this in my favorites video because they're just so good, and a set of 3 of their best-selling brushes is the best thing they could have came out with. These are the brushes that constantly sell out, so to have them in a set together, you ain't gotta worry about nothing. I did have this other lippy from Glamlite I've been loving. This is from the Twinkies collection. It is the lip mask. I really like to use this to prep my lips throughout my makeup routine for lip application. By the time I need to do my lip combo, I remove this and my lips are super soft and ready for lip application. I really love the Glamlite lip mask. I'm also really happy that they started putting them in these tubes because I prefer the tubes more than in a jar. I just don't like getting my fingers dirty. But this is a really nice one. It does have like a vanilla kind of smell, and it does come with a lip scrub which also smells and tastes really good, and I really like the lip scrub as well. So this whole little Twinkie set has been really nice. I do have a skincare product in my October favorites. It is the You to the People Superfoods Cleanser. I really love this cleanser because it doesn't leave my face feeling stripped or oily or anything like that. I also love that it kind of has like a fresh, clean smell as well, and it does a great job at removing my makeup. I still like to double cleanse with a cleansing balm. Yeah, it is very pricey, but a little bit of this product goes a very long way. All right, the last 2 products I have in my favorites are fragrances. The first one is the Kayali Silk Santal. This is Vanilla 28 except more sparklier, champagne-ier, which I really love. I blind bought this, y'all, which is risky. I do not like to blind buy fragrances, but the way that people were going so crazy over this, I was like, okay, is it really that good? I did see people say like if you love Vanilla 28, you're gonna really like this. And I mean, I have to agree. It is a very hyped fragrance, but it does smell very good. And I did see that Kayali said that they're going to be adding this to their permanent line. So I wish we would have found that out sooner before, you know, it was hard to get and the Sephora website kept crashing. I'm really happy I can actually use it like I want to, not be sad because I can't repurchase it. So the other fragrance is this one from Ariana Grande. This is the Pink Woods fragrance. Ariana released a bunch of Love Notes fragrances all throughout the world, and United States got Pink Woods, which is very different from any of her other fragrances. I feel like this one is a lot more woodsy and it's more mature. It's definitely not sweet. I really gravitate to more sweet gourmand fragrances. This one's just more woodsy, you know? It's more everyday, if that makes sense, and I really have been loving this. My boyfriend got it for me for my birthday. I've been loving it. It has jasmine petals, tonka, and cashmere woods. It's a really nice smelling fragrance, so if you're ever in Sephora, definitely go and smell it. That is it for my October favorites. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Let me know your thoughts down below about any of these products. What have you been loving this month? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on my next one. Bye, guys!